Namaste, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr. Minakshi, Assistant Professor in Department of Shalakya Tantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University. In today's session, we will start a new topic called as cataract. What is the definition of cataract? The word cataract dates from the Middle Ages and has been derived from the Greek word cataracts, which means waterfall. This term was coined assuming that an abnormal humor developed and flowed in front of the lens to decrease the vision. The present definition of cataract became much later after the understanding of the lens anatomy and one of the fact that normal lens is a transparent structure. As of today, the term cataract refers to developmental of any opacity in the lens or its capsule. Cataract thus may occur either due to formation of opaque lens fibers, as in case of congenital and developmental cataracts, or cataract may occur due to the degenerative process leading to opacification of normally formed transparent lens fibers, as in case of acquired cataract. Clinically, the term cataract refers to an opacification of sufficient severity to impair the vision. It is this definition is given in the Dorland's Illustrated Medical Dictionary, W.B. Saunders, Philadelphia. Then, what is the classification of cataract? First, the etiological classification of cataract. The cataract can be congenital and developmental cataract. Second type of cataract is acquired cataract. Acquired cataract can be senile cataract, traumatic cataract, complicated cataract, metabolic cataract, electric cataract, radiational cataract, toxic cataract. Toxic cataract, for example, corticosteroid induced cataract, myotics induced cataract, copper and iron induced cataract. Copper induced in chalcosis and an iron induced in cirrhosis. The cataract associated with skin diseases called the dermatogenic cataract. The cataract associated with osseous diseases, cataract with miscellaneous syndromes, for example, dystrophica myotonia, Down syndrome, Lowe syndrome, Treacher-Collins syndrome. Then second is the morphological classification of cataract. First is the capsular cataract, second subcapsular cataract, third cortical cataract, fourth supranuclear cataract, and fifth nuclear cataract. The capsular cataract involves the capsule and may be anterior capsular cataract or the posterior capsular cataract. The second subcapsular cataract involves the superficial most part of the cortex just below the capsule and includes the anterior subcapsular cataract and the posterior subcapsular cataract. The third is the cortical cataract. It involves the major part of the cortex. Fourth is the supranuclear cataract. It involves only the deeper parts of cortex just outside the nucleus. Fifth is the nuclear cataract. It involves the nucleus of the crystalline lens. Here is an image of the morphological shapes of cataract. You can see on the posterior side there is posterior subcapsular. On the upper side there is coronary or peripheral cortical cataract. On the right anterior side is anterior cortical, then subcapsular, and the anterior pole is pyramidal, and in the center there is nuclear, and outside the nuclear in the form of a layer there is lamellar, and at the posterior pole there is posterior polar cataract. Then the first type of cataract, that is congenital and developmental cataracts. The congenital and developmental cataracts occur due to some disturbance in the normal growth of the lens. When the disturbance occurs before birth, the child is born with the congenital cataract. Therefore, in congenital cataract, the opacity is limited to either embryonic or fetal nucleus. Developmental cataract may occur from infancy to adolescence. Therefore, such opacities may involve infantile or adult nucleus, deeper parts of cortex or capsule. Developmental cataracts typically affects the particular zone which is being formed when this process is disturbed. The fibers laid down previously and subsequently more often normally formed and remain clear. Congenital and developmental opacities assume most variegated appearance and minute opacities without visual disturbance and are very common in normal population. These are detected with the beam of slit lamp under full mydriasis. Then the etiology of the congenital and developmental cataract. About one third cases are idiopathic, one third are hereditary, and the rest one third due to other causes. The first is idiopathic cause. About 33% cases are sporadic and of unknown etiology. Then the hereditary cause. About one third of all congenital cataracts are hereditary. Inherited cases without systemic disorders. In these cases, the mode of inheritance is usually autosomal dominant. Inherited cases with systemic disorders include chromosomal disorders, for example, trisomy 21, skeletal disorders, for example, Stickler syndrome, and central nervous system disorders, for example, cerebro-oculofacial syndrome, and renal system disorders, for example, Loeys syndrome. Then the common familial cataracts include cataracta pulverulenta, zonular cataract, which also occurs as non-familial, coronary cataract, and total soft cataract may also occur due to rubella. Then other etiological factors are the maternal factors. The malnutrition during pregnancy has been associated with non-familial zonular cataract. Then infections. Maternal infections like rubella are associated with cataract in 50% of cases. Other maternal infections associated with congenital cataract include toxoplasmosis and cytomegalic inclusion disease. Then drugs ingestion. Congenital cataracts have also been reported in the children of mothers who have taken certain drugs during pregnancy. For example, thalidomide corticosteroids. Then other maternal factor is radiation. Maternal exposure to radiation during pregnancy may cause congenital cataracts. Then other etiological factors are fetal or infantile factors. Deficient oxygenation, anoxia owing to placental hemorrhage. Birth trauma may cause cataract. Third is the metabolic disorders of the fetus or infant, such as galactosemia, galactokinase deficiency, and neonatal hypoglycemia. Then cataracts associated with other congenital anomalies, for example, as seen in Loeys syndrome, myotonia dystrophica, and congenital ichthyosis. The next is the ocular diseases associated with developmental cataract include persistent hyperplastic primary vitreous (PHPV) and IRD anterior chamber cleavage syndrome, retinopathy of prematurity, lenticonus posterior, and microphthalmos. Malnutrition in early infancy may also cause developmental cataract. Then the clinical types of congenital and developmental cataracts. The congenital and developmental cataracts have been variously classified. A simple morphological classification of congenital and developmental cataract is as under. First is the congenital capsular cataract, which can be subdivided into anterior capsular cataract and posterior capsular cataract. Second is the polar cataract, which can be classified as anterior polar cataract and posterior polar cataract. Then the congenital nuclear cataract, which can be classified as cataracta pulverulenta, lamellar cataract, sutural and axial cataracts, which can be floriform cataract, coralliform cataract, spear-shaped cataract, anterior axial embryonic cataract, dendritic suture cataract, or the fourth is a total nuclear cataract. Then next are generalized cataracts. They are coronary cataract, blue dot cataract, total congenital cataract, congenital membranous cataract. Then the first is the congenital capsular cataracts. Anterior capsular cataracts are non-axial, stationary, and visually insignificant. Second, the posterior capsular cataracts are rare and can be associated with persistent hyaloid artery remnants. Then the second type of cataract are the polar cataracts. In this, the anterior polar cataracts, it involves the central part of the anterior capsule and the adjoining superficial most cortex. It may arise in the following ways. These polar cataracts we will discuss in the next session. Thank you so much. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you so much.